Channel 5 Investigates has discovered that someone created a state job for Nashville's new DA just to help him boost his pension.
Glenn Funk got the benefits and you paid for it. It's an exclusive story uncovered by Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams. Phil.
Well, Glenn Funk ran for office apparently not realizing there were going to be big changes in the state pension program. Now the question is, in his push to get more of your money, did the DA end up skirting state law?
For 29 years, I've fought for justice in courtrooms just like this.
Glenn Funk ran for DA on a message of justice for all. But amid the pomp and circumstance of his swearing in,
I will support the Constitution of the state of Tennessee.
I will support the Constitution of the state of Tennessee.
Few realized that for 2 months, the new DA had been playing both sides, serving as a defense lawyer and getting paid as a state prosecutor, all part of a plan to help him boost his state pension.
Is that gaming the system?
I don't think it's gaming the system to work within the system and take advantage of the way the system is written in a way that maximizes your potential benefits.
Tea Party activist Ben Cunningham sees it differently.
It appears as though somebody is giving somebody else special favors.
The veteran defense attorney won the Democratic primary last May, and he faced no opposition in the August general election. His term as DA began September 1st. That was 2 months after the state switched to a new pension plan. It required new employees to contribute more toward their retirements.
The taxpayers, through our elected representative, decided that the pension system was not sustainable the way it was structured. So we changed it. He basically went back and said, no, I want the old system.
I mean, I really have had just great people who...
Funk admits he first went to then DA Tory Johnson and asked if he would resign so that Funk could take office under the old pension system. Johnson said no.
Certainly no problem. That's his prerogative. That's the job he was elected to do.
Typically, my office...
So he turned to Wally Kirby. Kirby heads the Tennessee District Attorneys General Conference, an agency that provides support to the state's DAs. Just a week before the deadline, Kirby put Funk on the state payroll as a District Attorney General pro tem, in other words, a special prosecutor.
I explained the situation to the conference. The conference said, why don't we put you on as a district attorney pro tem.
As a favor?
Sure, it's a favor. And they expected me to do some work, and I did.
He sought special treatment immediately, and that's the real scary part here.
I got paid $2,000 a month, and that qualified me to be in the state pension system as of June.
Funk said that during that 2 months before he took office, he got assigned just one case out of Rutherford County to review. He did not have to report the hours he worked, and when he became DA, he got to hand that case off to a career prosecutor in another office.
The District Attorney's Conference found a way to do that, so we did it.
Found a way to help you get the good pension?
Get the better pension, yeah.
Is that gaming the system?
You know, it's working within the system.
All rise.
Yet our investigation discovered that the DA's conference already had an attorney on staff to handle those kinds of cases.
Wally Kirby first told me that he needed Glenn Funk because that attorney had already submitted her resignation and was on her way out. But she says that's just not true. In fact, no one ever told her that Funk had been hired to help out around the office.
I move to dismiss these charges.
In fact, a few weeks after Funk went on the state payroll, our cameras had spotted him in a Davidson County courtroom defending a suspect in a criminal case. And he admitted he was still accepting new cases as a defense attorney while he waited to take office.
I am accepting cases if it's a case that when my evaluation is going to be able to be concluded prior to September 1st.
That despite a state law that makes it illegal for even part-time employees of the DA's conference to work defending criminal suspects.
If I'm given a job and I do it, I don't understand really what the real issue is.
The veteran lawyer tells News Channel 5 he was not aware of that law.
He saw the law as something to go around, to get around, to use for his own benefit, rather than to say, okay, I'm going to apply the law to myself the same way that I would apply it to everybody else.
But Funk insists he was just using the rules as he thought they were written to his advantage.
Nothing I did that was anything other than completely up front and above board.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
So how much did Glenn Funk really work in that week before the new pension took effect, or over the next 2 months that he was on the payroll earning more than $4,000? We don't know because, unlike other part-time state employees, he was not required to turn in a time card. Vicki?
All right, Phil, thank you. And that's not the only questionable deal that Phil uncovered. He also discovered questions about why you're paying for a new job for the DA's wife in one judge's courtroom, thanks in part to a decision her husband made. So how did the DA's wife get on the government payroll? It's another News Channel 5 Investigates exclusive. That's tomorrow night at 6.